Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the final race of today's action then. It is indeed time for the MX5 Cup here at Assen. And well, qualifying could not have been any closer. And I'll tell you, some big nerves here. There's no thumbs up, there's nothing from these drivers. The seriousness of this, well, is very clear to be seen. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the qualifying was very close indeed. The pole position time was only 200ths quicker than P2 and P3. P2 and P3 actually had exactly the same time. As you can see there, we've got some YouTubers for sure. Philip was obviously filming his experiences in these races. And they all got GoPros. I think they've all got GoPros, which is really cool. So it looks like a lot of them are showcasing their content on the internet. There's Pim van Riet, currently in P4. So this should be really exciting because they're all in exactly the same machinery. Livery of the weekend, 100% the livery of the weekend for me. It is Barry Van Elk in P5. Will that help him win this race? Well, who knows? Anything could happen in these championship races. I've been informed that anybody can win at any point. It is a ridiculously close series. There's a thumb up. There's some relaxed driving, or driver, Milan Tikans. Pretty happy there. So we want to see all of these drivers nice and relaxed. Again, this is fun. This is fun. So still some of the crowd here at Assen as well. And well, we're off for our formation lap then. No messing around with the Mazdas. No prima donnas here, ladies and gentlemen. They're off. They're ready to go. As soon as they got on the grid, they're ready to rock and roll. There's a wave to the fans. There we go. There's the number one being poked up as well. Well, there is the actual number one. Getting action, this number 6 car. That is Marcel Decker. Plain sailing, he's saying. It's going to be a plain sailing kind of day. Well, that remains to be seen. That is for certain. There is the number 17 then. That's Maxime Ouston. Only 16 years old. Teammate then of Milan Tikans. Both 16-year-old drivers. It looks like we've got some curbs there being fixed on the final corner. And they've been an issue pretty much all weekend long. We've seen one being kicked up at turn 1 as well. But it looks like we're pretty much ready to rock and roll here. Nice open cars as well, so there's not going to be too much worry about heat. So we're just about ready to rock and roll here then. You can see the red lights at the top of your screen. And we've got 15 MX5s. And if you're like me, if you've got a bit of experience on iRacing with the MX5s, you know that they are very much slipstream dependent. You've also got to maximize your revs on the exit of every single corner. You cannot afford to make one small little error. Hey, there's some fans. Put your hands up. Whee! Still sticking around. You love to see it. And there we go. There is the klaxon. And the formation lap will indeed begin. One red light does remain. So we've got one full lap here of Assen, and then we do indeed head into our racing action. Should be just incredible. This could potentially be the best series in Europe right now in terms of close racing. And, well, I've been saying that all weekend, and this is the time for them to prove it to you all right now. I'm excited. Hopefully you are all excited. Hopefully the driver is excited. And, well, if you've got any predictions as to what's going to happen, because don't go out there trying to predict who's going to win this race, because it could be anybody. Hashtag AskLuke at ActRollVision on Twitter. Make sure you send me a tweet, and well, let me know what you think, what your thoughts are of this championship. It's going to be good. So you've got to try and generate as much heat into these tyres as well. It's going to take a good 3 to 4 laps for them to really get the tyres up to maximum temperature. So again, if you can outwit your driver in front of you on this formation lap by getting the heat into the tyres, which I think P6 is Marcel Dekker. Oh, sorry, no, it'd be Maxime Ooston. So Maxime Ooston. No, it would be. It was Marcel Dekker. Sorry, so Marcel Dekker in P6. He looks like he's really trying to generate heat into those tyres, more so than anybody else. And that could serve incredibly well over the first couple of laps. Van Norrell then took pole position. We've then got Greenhow in second. We've then got Wojciech in third spot. Van Rie in fourth. Van Elk in fifth. We've then got Milan Tikens in sixth. And the qualifying was dealt with for this yesterday. So the qualifying session we had earlier where it was super, super close, well, that was done yesterday. And we've got a lot of the faster drivers from today actually starting near the back end of the grid. So, yeah, expect absolute, well, not carnage, but expect close, high-octane action. It's going to be a good one. I can guarantee you it right now. So Greenhow then. He's got the Duplo name on his car. And they're both very similar looking cars actually at the front, the white cars. So the difference between them is that Duplo is written on the back of Greenhow's. There is a circuit, 4.5 kilometers. So the calm before the storm. Wojciech then is in the number 23 car. He's in P3. And again, best livery of the weekend is Barry Van Elk, currently in P5. But I think the one to watch out for, judging by the way, the aggressive nature of the tyre warm-up here, for me, is Marcel Dekker. Keep an eye out on Marcel Dekker. I think it really is going to be piling the pressure on. Anyway, the car comes in, the pace car comes in, ladies and gentlemen. And, well, the racing is about to begin here at Assen. And, well, taking us away, I think he's already gone. Has he caught everybody napping here? And I think he's made a mistake, and he's actually going to, well, it's a standing start maybe. I didn't realise it's a standing start. So I thought it was a formation lap. And then into a rolling start. So I got caught out there. But, yeah, it is a standing start. Of course it is. So, wow, this is going to be interesting. We don't see these very often within the DTM, in terms of the support series anyway. So there we go. And you can see that actually well, we go green here, and well, Jerome Greenhow's got a very good start there at the front end. And all drivers have got a very, very good start here. And Barry Van Elk, who I said is going to have the best livery here, has gone up from 5th up to 4th, and potentially round the outside for P3. See a lot of screeching around turn 1, a few drivers making mistakes running off circuit, but wow, what a start it has been then for Barry Van Elk, up to P3 and challenging the leaders of this race. A sensational start from them. And actually, Wojciech is in the lead here. What a start from Wojciech in his second position then for Barry Van Elk as well. So P3 and P6 are in P1 and P2 already here. And look how close it is. It's frantic. It's crazy, crazy action happening here in the Mazda Global Cups here at Assen for race number 1. 30-minute racing. We've got another race for you tomorrow. And already you can see that Barry Van Elk then is just sitting in behind Wojciech. Side-by-side action then down it towards the right-hander. And wow, there's a big mistake there by the race leader. Philip runs wide, and Barry maybe with an opportunity. You can see there a couple of drivers missing the apex entirely. And wow, there we go. Barry Van Elk is going to take the lead of this race. Sensational stuff here then from our race leader. It's gone up from P6 to P1 in the space of half a lap. Unbelievable start here. And where's Marcel Dekker? Marcel Dekker maybe in P5, I think. So he's made up one position. And actually looks like he might be able to make up 2. He's side-by-side then with P4. As they come around the final few corners. And well, the leaders have, well, the pole sitter has had a terrible start here, by the way. nowhere near the lead of this race. You see that the group of cars here, the front 8 have got away. They're all in pretty close proximity. Front 2 have got a nice little gap then to the drivers in behind. But indeed, we will get the timing screen come up as they come up towards that final chicane here. But we know by the livery of that car at the front end of this grid then that it is Barry Van Elk who will lead the race from P6 on the grid. What a start it is, being for the number 73. In second position, it'll be Philip Wojciech. Teekens in third, Van Rie is in fourth. We've got Decker up to fifth spot, but look at the pressure he's on. It's 3 wide down in towards turn number 1. Decker's the green car in the middle, and he's going to lose 1 position, maybe 2. He's got a car around his outside and his inside as well, and Decker's going to move from 5th down into 6th, down into 7th, and potentially down into 8th spot as well, because Robin Greenhow is also involved here as well. And is it Greenhow? No, it's not. I think it's Ronald Van Loon. So Van Loon making the moves and shakes here as well. Bit of contact then between a couple of cars up ahead. Wow, what an unbelievable start to this race it has been. It's still the lead though. Well, actually, hold on. What's happened to Wojciech? He's gone. Wojciech. He's now down into P3 here. So we got indeed up into P2. It's Milan Teekens. 16 years old is Milan, and he's now making his way towards the lead of this race. 27 minutes remains of this race, and well, this is the most frantic action we've had so far. We were promised it was going to be incredible stuff, and well, the promise has come through. We've got some windscreen wipers going off in the background. I don't think that signals there's any rain here. Oh, very good move around the outside then for P3, and well, Wojciech is just dropping down the order then, dropping further and further and further down the order, and that is Andras Kirli up to P3. And actually, I think you'll find that Philip is being mugged right off here. He's actually going to end up down to P7. So from second position at the end of lap number 1, he's now at the end of lap number 2, he is down into 7th spot. And now look at the pressure here then. So Berry is in the lead, but he's got cars all over the back of him right now. And he's got 2 teammates behind him by the looks of things. Yes, he has. So he's got indeed Milan Teekens in second and then Maxime Ooston. The only difference between their cars is the colour of their mirrors, so keep an eye on their mirrors. You'll see that indeed Milan Teekens has got black mirrors, and then you can see green mirrors there for Maxime Ooston. So that will help you decide against the 2, or decide not against the 2, but who the 2 they are. And actually there's a big mistake there by Teekens, and that should leave the door wide open then for his teammate, and he might be penalised for that, for running that far wide, of course maximising his speed a little bit more. The race leader though is all good. All good here. Barry Van Elk has done a sensational job here, but he's got so much pressure from behind. And this could be a 30-minute long duke out between the front 8 here. They've made their way, they've made their presence very much known as the front 8 that will be battling for this race victory. And it's like a group of swarm of flies right now over some old pizza. They are so close, right? You could cover them with a loincloth, they're that close. Getting through the chicane here, a couple of people missing the apex there. We'll have to give up that P3, I would imagine. Yeah, we'll definitely have to give up there. So Kirli moves back up into P3. And the leader runs a little bit wide here. Not quite close enough, though, is Maxime Ooston. Ooston, though, is in P2. And all of a sudden, then they've got Kirli in behind them as well. And they're all trying to attack for the lead. And actually, Ooston making a move for the lead here has lost out. And Kirli moves up to P2. Side-by-side action then between the 2. Coming through the right-hander. And wow, they are just bunching everybody up now. This is giving an opportunity then for, indeed, our race leader just to drive away ever so slightly. You know, a couple of car lengths here is absolutely everything. But now they close back up once again. 24 minutes, 20 seconds to go on the clock. And our race leader is still from P6 on the grid in lap number 1. Barry Van Elk leads. Bit of contact, though, between the leaders. Oh, big snake oversteer! He's not going to catch it. Not going to catch it at all. And wow, is he going to come back on circuit? And to anybody, no, he's not. So very, very lucky there. And wow, I'd be very surprised if there's no damage to that car. Definitely out of the lead battle. And wow, what a save that was. That could have been so, so dangerous. That could have been hugely dangerous. A move around the outside by Kirli for the lead of this race. He's going to get squeezed off circuit there every day of the week and twice on Sundays. And well, it's Sunday tomorrow, so maybe we're going to see that happen twice tomorrow. But it is indeed still Felix that leads the race. And wow, one of the teammates there, was that Ooston? Or was that... It was. So it's Ooston then. So Maxime Ooston has dropped down the order. Teekens then is in P4. So it's Decker. So Marcel Decker, I told you to watch out for him. And well, we got the start of the race here then. So P1, great start. His first phase was absolutely incredible, but then runs wide through turn 1, just completely leaves the door wide open for absolutely everybody here. Philip then in P2, and you can see that already Felix has moved up from P6 up to P3. Great start, and it's actually, so it's not turn 1, it's turn 2. Runs off there, and once you get onto the runoff, that's it, you're done. So yeah, turn 1 through to turn 2, and again, just carrying far too much speed, runs off circuit again, and just leaves that door wide open. Really wide open. Here we go, look at this, just carrying too much speed there, loses the rear, and I'm telling you, these cars, once you lose it, it's kind of game over. And you can see there, to be fair, it was a really good save by his teammate there of Maxime Oostin. So Oostin saved it, and unfortunately Milan Tikens did not. Here we go then, back live here, and while the race lead has changed hands, Kirli in the lead then. Marcel Decker is in P2, and while in P3 it is indeed Milan Tikens. Tikens has made it out to P3, and Felix now all of a sudden down into P4. It is now a front 7 battling for the race victory here, and it is very, very close indeed. And now all of a sudden, Kirli's lost out the lead. So it is now Maxime Oostin that leads the way. This is sensational. Absolutely sensational stuff here as they cross the line once again. 22 minutes of this to go. Wow, I don't think my heart's going to be able to take it. When they said this is one of the closest series in the world, you know, I was inclined to believe them, but this close, this is absolutely ace. And, you know, there's 7 cars now battling for the lead. There was 8, but you can see that there's one just off the back of this group here, and if they all keep battling like they have been over the last few laps, it is going to become 8 drivers again. But after a couple of laps of warming up those tyres, getting them into a decent range, it is indeed Oostin that leads the way. 16 years old he is. Bit of action in the background there, battling for P6. Kirli in that slipstream here. And looked like they might be doing a little bit of bump drafting on the brakes a little bit earlier there as Kirli. And Kirli looking to punch his way out of the chicane. And it's just kind of gone into, if you could call this mundane, it's just gone into relaxed mode right now. They're all just chilling out. So Decker leads the way. Oh, so it's Decker, sorry. Well, my bad. Decker, in my spotter guide, has the has black mirrors. So it is Decker that leads out the race here then. Kirli is in second. And then it is indeed Tikens in third position. It looks like Felix has just dropped off the pace ever so slightly here. Yeah, the front 3 have been able to drive away. So the front 3 have got themselves an opportunity here. Still 20 minutes to go. So much time in this race to make moves. Just got to keep yourself, like they say in poker, give yourself a chip and a chair. You've got an opportunity. And through the final chicane then once again. And the lead is being held then by Decker, Kirli, Tikens, Wojciech. We've then got Warmadan. We've got Van Elk, Van Riet, and Greenhow are your top 8. Greenhow from P1 on the grid down to P8. Oostin is in your 9th position here. Well, look at this, shaping up for a move. Then for a potential P4, it is back to Philip here again. Can he get it done? He can indeed. Felix then just lurking in behind. Felix, who led probably the most part of this race so far, is now battling to try and get back up to P5. Front 3 though, they go side by side ever so slightly, which is going to cost them time. And also they might want to work together here and just not go side by side at all and bring themselves enough of a gap to the group behind in the four drivers in behind. Because as it stands, Decker, Kirli, and indeed Tikens have an opportunity here to just drive away. Big mistake there. Yeah, huge mistake there by Philip. Oh, there's contact then between them. And while the best livery in this championship, Felix Van Elk, has been binned off here. And no, that's not good. The number 21 is going to be absolutely furious there. Pim Van Rie puts his hands up in the air, and well, he is absolutely furious, and I would imagine Van Elk is as well. I think we're going to see a safety car here, ladies and gentlemen, while these cars are recovered. And what's happening here? So they're side by side here. Oh, he just drives across. He just drives across him. He's trying to find a bit of space then on Wojciech. And it's just not worked out. So we're going to get to see this again here. He's just pulled out left, and there's a car there. Yeah, that's on Van Elk for sure. He's on Van Elk, absolutely 100% there. And Pim Van Rie is going to be absolutely furious. You can see the hands up in the air. He's just saying that ain't good enough. So yeah, unfortunately, the best livery in the championship is not going to bring the fortune of a good result here today. Safety car is out, so I thought there might be a safety car while we do indeed safely remove those cars. And, well, the fact that we went as far as we did in this race without any contact or any issues is actually quite remarkable, considering how close they all are. Wow. So we'll bunch the whole field up here once again. They've got to make sure they generate that tyre heat in the car's tyres again. Lots of hard work for these drivers. Say there, as much as this is like kind of the rookie stage of a racing career, it's almost the hardest stage as well, because you've got so much manual stuff to deal with within the car. So Pim's in the car there, just being dragged out. I wonder if he can get the car going again. He'd be a lap down. Probably be too dangerous now. He's being dragged to. He's just taking all that crap on board. You just hope that the car's going to be okay for the second race tomorrow, because obviously some serious pace. Both drivers have got some serious pace, and you know, moving forward in this championship, you know, they're going to be battling side by side quite often. I hope that doesn't leave a sour taste in the mouth of both drivers. So there's some team members there who will have a little discussion. Again, both teams are going to be pretty disappointed with how that went. And I would imagine we've got a couple of laps of safety car. And I'm wondering whether Felix might go over and apologise. Oh dear, another car's out. That isn't good. So that's our third Mazda out of this race by the looks of things. Are they out? It's one of the Greenhag brothers as well. Safety car's coming around for another lap here. So that is Robin Greenhow. One of the two brothers. His brother actually qualified pole for this race. And well, again, they're all in behind that safety car. It's going to turn out to be a 15-minute sprint race. I needed a break anyway, so thank you, Felix. Thank you, Pim. I did need a little break, because that was frantic. That was absolutely nuts. Is that a terminal issue, do you think? Nah, it's too late now. You're going to be a lap down, 15-minute race. Yeah, it's almost pretty much game over anyway, isn't it? Well, it is game over. You're not going to get any big points today. Again, you could maybe hope for a couple of drivers to have it coming together just because of how close this championship is in terms of performance. They're all the same car. So maybe it might be worth coming out a couple of laps down. Hope you can grab yourself the sort of final couple of points paying positions. But yeah, with 15 minutes to go, it's very, very unlikely. Well, we're about to restart this race, I think. 14 minutes, 14 seconds left. You can see there the sun behind those clouds. And well, I'm seeing a very sunny Assen today. Tomorrow, not so much. Tomorrow morning, early in the morning, we're going to have some rain. Then it's going to go pretty nice till around about lunchtime. And then after lunchtime, it is going to be a wet day for all of the races. So make sure that if you indeed are heading to Assen tomorrow, that you do take your umbrella, you do take your rain mats. Don't take any really expensive electrical goods, because that is only going to cost you money. But we do look forward to seeing you at Assen, so make sure that you do indeed send me a tweet, send me a little picture of how you're watching, who you're watching with, and all of that good stuff. So the safety car lights have not gone out still. And there we go. Safety car lights. Well, they're out. He's come in. And we are green here, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus Decker leads. And it is indeed Kirley in second position. And they've gone. It's definitely green light racing then. Across the line they go. 13 minutes left on the clock here, ladies and gentle cars. And, well, is it going to be as frantic as the first 13 minutes? Let's hope so. Through turn number 1 then, and, well, Decker is holding on to that lead here. And actually, P3 looks like they've actually lightninged it through turn number 1, but they've been mugged off ever so slightly by the start pace of the front 2. So the front 2 are off on their own right now. So Andras Kirley then in that number 1 car. So you can see Decker leads, Kirley second, Tikens third. Warmerdam all of a sudden up to P4 again. Wojciech is in P5. Ooston 6th. We've got Greenhag in 7th. And then Van Elk is in 8th position. Well, we've already seen that Barry Van Elk is out. And I'm wondering whether those two may be indeed related as well. As we head down the back straight here, the front 3 have tightened up then. And, well, it's actually the front 4. The front 4 have tightened up here. God, help me out. How am I going to commentate this? Indeed, we've got Philippe in behind them as well. Whether or not he's going to be able to close the gap for the top 5, of course, led this race in lap number 2. But as it stands then, I hate to say it, guys, Marcel Decker, I did tell you to watch out for him, currently leads the race. But yeah, Warmerdam then in that blue car has just managed to creep up in behind them all and say thank you very much. Nice to know that you're watching from Canada, Freak277. May not mention the actual tweet you may have sent, but yeah, good to know you're all watching. Top 4, separated by nothing. Genuinely, you could cover them with a loincloth. They are that close here. And, well, it is Marcel Decker who is showing the way. And again, leads out once again as they come through the final chicane here. And all of a sudden it might become a 5-way party, potentially a 6-way party as well. And, well, actually, Ooston. Remember Ooston, ladies and gentlemen, who had that little bit of a moment. Well, don't worry about that right now, because Kirley round the outside of turn 1. Oh, is he going to make it stick here? Runs a little bit wide. And while the line's being held by the race leader, well, yeah, Marcel Decker has done a sensational job. Almost contact there, actually, between them and Tikens. But look at this round the outside then. Wow, this is sensational stuff from all of these drivers here. I'm absolutely loving this. What a championship this is. Warmerdam then trying to make it up to P3. And now all of a sudden it's going to drop down to P6. So he's looking at a P3, now down to P6. But Ooston, P5 now. Ooston is in P5. He completely lost the car at one point. And hold on. There's some windscreen wipers going off here. The track does look a little bit darker. And, well, we did see him using them earlier on. So would that be some potential greasy weather happening here? Almost 3 wide here then. So we've got a battle for what will be 4th position and a battle for 1st position here. And if they're clever, if the 3 behind these 3 are clever, they just don't attack each other too much and just try and catch up. Make it a 6-way battle for the race win. Marcel Decker, though, still holds on to the lead of this race. Only just, though. Kirley is in 2nd position. And then we've got Milan Tikens in 3rd. But the big story here is that Ooston, who had a big off earlier on, the safety cars, of course, helped him here, is only in P5. So an opportunity here to potentially close up to the race leaders. And you see he's going to potentially make a move here then on Philip. Side by side then through the flat-out chicane here. And we'll have the outside lines. Got to hold it very tight here. Oh, I tell you what, this is a sensational move. He is going to pull it off as well. So it's up to P4. No, it's not going to work out here because Warmerdam's coming through, gets squeezed, and, well, through the final chicane there. I'm wondering whether there might be a penalty indeed for Ooston. Might have to return the position, that is for certain. But Decker leads, Kirley 2nd, Tikens 3rd. Ooston is in 4th now. We've then got Warmerdam in 5th, and then we've got Wojciech in 6th position. And now Ooston needs to go and try and close the lead here. Imagine if he goes out and gets a victory in this race after the moment he had. Imagine it. But the front 3 have got a nice comfortable gap here. Kirley just in behind Marcel Decker. Only 8 minutes 30 seconds remains of our first race here. Remember, we've got to do this all again tomorrow as well, which I am super excited for. And again, it looks like Ooston is just trying to preempt some potential rain. Again, they won't be changing tyres even if it does rain during this session. For the fact that, you know, there's just not enough time. But my camera quality just isn't good enough to really see if there is rain coming in. I don't think there is. I think it is going to stay dry, but you can see that the cloud cover is in. Tomorrow there definitely is going to be some wet weather. So some more side-by-side action from the front three, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to open the door for Ooston. Ooston's just a little bit further back. Yellow flags out on circuit here, though. Kirley was looking to attack Marcel Decker, and the yellow flag's is disappeared again. So it looks like we are green flag racing once again. So Kirley now is going to be able to attack once again. The front three, as it stands then, is Marcel Decker, is Andras Kirley, and we've got Milan Tikens as your front three. Oh, big moment there on the back straight. And that was our pole sitter. That was our pole sitter, Jerome Greenhow. Not a good start here at all. Not a good race at all, to be fair, for both the brothers. 7 minutes, 20 seconds remain here. And well, Kirley has made the move for the lead. So Kirley is in the front then in that #1 car. Marcel Decker now is in P2, and in P3 it is indeed Milan Tikens. Ooston then is just in behind. And well, Ooston wants to give them a problem, that's for sure. Top 6. Anyone for the top 6 could probably still win this race. Depends how fruity people want to get at the end of this race, that's for sure. So 0.1 second separating the leaders, 0.3 second separating the front 3, and then it's 1.4 seconds separating the front 4. Ooston proving to be a little bit of a bridge here to the front 3. If he can try and catch up, and well, he's nearly onto the back of this pack here. So just to indeed distinguish the difference between the cars for you at home, just to make this easier for you over the weekend. Obviously, Kirley is in the white and red, and then the all-green bumper, where you can see here, Marcel Decker looking to take the lead of this race. He's going to have to go the long way round. Not quite going to work out then. And actually, Kirley, oh, how he's nailed the apex on the exit there. I didn't expect him to be able to do so. Went in deep, but absolutely nailed the exit. Then you've got the all-green bumper then of Marcel Decker, and then we've got two cars that are identical in third and fourth position. The difference between them are the wing mirrors. So if you can see in third position, that is Milan Tikens. He's got the black wing mirrors. And then in fourth position, it is Ooston, Maxime Ooston. So, yeah, Maxime is indeed got the green wing mirrors. So hopefully that helps you at home. But the front four then battling out for this race victory. 5 minutes, 40 seconds remain. And we've got another yellow flag out on circuit. And we've got to hope that that disappears as quickly as the last one, so that we can indeed just get on with this front four battle. Marcel Decker trying to retake the lead here. Side-by-side action then between him and Andras Kirley as they come through the flat-out chicane here at the back end of the circuit. And well, Marcel Decker, with all of the commitment in the world, will take the lead here as he comes up towards the final couple of corners here with 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And this has been an absolute classic here at Assen. You can see that Milan Tikens then is going defensive. I think Ooston's got him. Ooston's going to have to go the long way round, though. And how easy is Tikens going to make it? Not easy at all. Not easy at all. And actually, Milan Tikens is going to hold on to that position. So these two are costing each other right now the opportunity of winning this race. The front two, though, Marcel Decker and Kirley, if they're clever, they could just run off together into the sunset. But with only 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go, there's not enough time to really work on that. So it is now all or nothing. So the front four, as it stands, is Marcel Decker. And, well, we've got a moment here. Well, it's a side-by-side action in the background. So that was the yellow flags then. And Warmadam is going to be absolutely furious there. You can see he was flashing his lights. He wasn't too pleased with that. So with 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go, again, it's still anybody's from the front four. And that chicane is so difficult to keep your foot planted and indeed maximising your speed without losing the rear of the car. So easy for the car to swap ends. But yeah, it is a battle then between 4 different vehicles. And you can see here that Milan Tikens is trying to take away the slipstream from teammate Ooston, but Ooston just dropped in behind the front two. So yeah, you just want to stick to your line really, because he's going to be able to grab some slipstream from the cars just up ahead anyway. And it would be a double toe as well, so it'd be a bigger hole to be punched through the air. But Kirley then has got to try and get back up into the lead of this race. It's now or never really. But again, if he does try and go side by side here with Marcel Decker, it's going to open the door for indeed teammates then Ooston and Tikens to close up as well. The race lead, though, is Marcel Decker as they come up towards the final chicane here. Oh, there's a big, big off there in the background. That was Milan Tikens this time. They both run wide out of the third from last corner, has Ooston and Tikens. Ooston, for style points, will give him the win on that one. But Tikens has just managed to hold on to it, which is definitely more important than style points. Through turn 1, 3 minutes to go. And wow, for my money, that means we've got 2 laps remaining of this race. And I still think it's anybody's. Kirley just playing this ultra safe right now. The front 4 are almost touching each other here. We're going to start to see a little bit more aggressive natured from the drivers. Of course, they're going to try and make the overtake as early as possible. And actually, Marcel Decker runs a little bit wide there, and all 3 cars follow the same line, apart from P4 then of Maxime Ooston. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. If you are watching on Twitter right now, I want to see a prediction before they cross the line. Who's winning this race? Who is going to win this race? I really cannot choose it. So pick a name out of the hat here. Again, through that flat-out chicane. It's so easy to make a mistake through this part as well, especially with the curbs, how greasy they're going to be in you know, how cold the circuit is right now. Again, Kirley has got to try and look forward here, but at the same time, he's looking in his rear view mirrors. Well, Kirley's got an unbelievable exit here. That's a double movement there by Marcel Decker. Not sure I'm a fan of that. Marcel runs a little bit wide. You can see the weight transfer of these cars is absolutely key for them to guarantee the maximum potential of the speed around the corners. You can see they're almost touching the front 2. If anything, they were touching at one point through that corner. And Marcel Decker still holds the lead. We're going to head on to the final back straight here. This is flat out all the way down here. This is where the opportunity is to make the overtake. And I'll tell you what, we've got an opportunity from teammates here. They're going to go side by side. And so is Marcel Decker and Kirley. Kirley says, thank you very much, I am off. And Marcel Decker might want to just sit in behind here and try and get the move done similarly on the final lap of this race. Tegan still holds on to P3. Ooston's not being aggressive here at all, but it's got an absolute flyer through the final chicane. And wow, as we head on to what I believe might be the last lap of the race, or it might be the second to last lap of the race, it is side by side again between Kirley and Decker. And wow, Decker gets just hung out to dry ever so slightly there. But again, still not able to gain that position. So we are officially on the final lap of the race. And I'll pick your winner, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an absolute classic here in the Mazda MX5 Cup here at Assen. And for people who've stayed in the stadium, for people who've stayed at the track, for people who are watching all around the world on the internet, you have been absolutely treated here. What a superb spectacle this championship is. And we get to do it all again tomorrow. Oh, here we go then. First overtaking opportunity on this circuit here at Assen. A very quick circuit, of course, and you can see just how much the slipstream makes then as they come down in towards then a very fast chicane on the back straight, and actually a little bit of a mistake by Kirley, but ultimately the exit speed was enough. So he's right on the limit here, but it's all about that back straight. We saw that Kirley took the lead via the back straight, and wow, is Marcel Decker putting himself in a position to do exactly the same here then. Here we go. We're going to be heading onto the back straight very, very shortly as they come through this long-winded right-hander. See, no curb usage here. Again, the last thing you want to be doing on the last lap of this race is lighting up the wheels. Kirley, though, has got himself a lovely little gap here, and it might just well be enough. It is definitely going to be enough here. And oh, dear, what's happening to Decker? Has Decker run out of fuel? I'm not too sure what's happened to Decker, but he is now down into P4. And all of a sudden, that is promoted up into P2. Milan Tikens and potentially Ooston. Is there going to be a close enough battle into the final corner for a late lunge? I don't think it's going to be. But Kirley is definitely going to win this race, for sure. Round the final couple of corners here. He's under a bit of pressure, but Andras Kirley will take the race victory here in the MX5 Cup. It will be second position for Tikens. Ooston's in third. Decker will finish in fourth. 8/10 between the front 4. Wow, blow me away and call me Gordon. That was something else. Warmadam then will finish in P5. Wojtovic will finish in P6. What an unbelievable end to Saturday here at Assen. Oh, yes. Don't you ever love that. Van Elk finished in 7th position. Van Norrell finished in 8th position. Greenhal in 9th. Van Dam in 10th. Van Leer in 11th. Van Loon is in 12th position. We have 3 DNFs in the race as well out of our 15. But it's all about this young man here. Andras Kirley waited for the opportunity. I'm wondering what happened to Marcel Decker. It looked like he ran out of fuel, but maybe he's been given a warning to give back a couple of positions for earlier infringements. Again, I'm just speculating here. But wow, that was absolutely exceptional. All drivers involved take a bow. Put on an absolute clinic of how racing should be. Whew. Oh yes. Again, some fans have stuck around within the grounds as well. There's another MX5 off circuit there, just chilling as well. That was Pim van Rie's car. Oh, I guess he might be trying to get back on to the pits himself. Okay, that would make sense because as I say, he was out the race earlier in this, early in the race. And you can see they're actually closer during the race than they are right now. That just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. So the camera crew's there, making sure that there are some plastic bags chucked over the cameras, ready for tomorrow. And this was the final racing action of the day. What a sensational race that was. So there you go. Your race result then for the Mazda MX5 Cup. Andras Kirili wins, Tiken second, Ooston third, Marcel Decker in fourth, Warmerdam is in fifth, Wojciech is in sixth, Van Elk in seventh. We've then got Van Norrell eighth, Jerome Greenhow is in ninth, Melvin Van Dam is in 10th position, Sven Van Leer in 11th, Ronald Van Loon 12th, Robin Greenhow in 13th. Barry Van Elk did not finish, and neither did Pim. Unbelievable stuff. Well, what a day it's been. It's been a long day. We've had lots of qualifying, we've had lots of racing, and it's been dry pretty much throughout the whole session, which has been absolutely fantastic. But tomorrow, well, this was a great day's racing. It was close, it was high octane, and well, it was all dry. Tomorrow, we're going to be expecting the same, but with a sprinkling of rain. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Luke Crane, and I will catch you all tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.